Welcome to Skyview Dental Podcast. Today we have an in-house insurance expert that will help us learn more about dental insurance and dental insurance coverages. Isai. Isai, would you like to go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience?
Yeah, thank you. Hey guys, my name is Isai, and I'm the insurance coordinator here at Skyview Dental. I'm excited to be here, and let's learn a little bit about dental insurance today.
Perfect. Okay, let's get right into it. So, dental insurance can be confusing for many people. Could you explain the different types of dental insurance plans available in the US and how do these plans typically differ? Like how do they work?
For sure. There are two most common dental insurances here in the United States, and the first one is going to be a PPO plan. Now, that's the most typical plan you're going to find with any job or any employer. That one, I would say that one's the more free range one. That was the one where you'll be able to go to most dental offices that accept it. The second one is going to be a HMO plan. That one's a little bit more restrictive. And the only reason why is because they do assign you to a specific dental office where they take your benefits. So they're both really good plans, but it's kind of just up to your personal needs on which one you would like to choose.
Got it. Got it. Perfect. So that was really helpful. Now, a question many people ask is dental insurance even worth it? There's a lot to consider regarding the cost of both the plan and dental care itself. And then, can you walk us through some factors that might influence someone's decision to get dental insurance, especially with the cost factor involved?
Yeah, of course. Now, when you go into an office that takes your dental insurance, what you're paying is really your copay and your percentage of what treatment you're getting. Now, if you're someone that you know you're on top of your dental care, you're going every 6 months, benefits from dental insurance may be the best just because most dental insurance covers those 6 months exams, those checkup, those x-rays. Now, if you're someone that you know you're kind of falling a little bit behind on your checkup and cleaning and you just need to get out of a pinch because you're having some sort of pain, you may not want to opt into dental insurance, which is fine. Some offices definitely help you out if you decide to pay out of pocket or pay cash for certain things. So definitely both have their benefits and advantage. If you were to ask me, I would say have better coverage on your dental insurance is probably the best option. You never know when you're going to need it. Dental pain comes and go, and you always want to have that ready for you when in case that tooth starts to hurt.
Yeah, speaking of that, speaking of dental pain and unexpected dental pain, let's talk about unexpected costs. One thing people often worry about is surprise bills, right? How can dental insurance help protect patients from these kinds of financial shocks? Are there specific scenarios where the insurance would play a bigger role versus others?
That's a very good question. My biggest recommendation is get to know your dental plan. Make sure that you're picking a dental plan that's best for you. If you know that you need a lot of treatment, you probably want to pick one of those better, higher option plans, that cover the most, that have more coverage than a lower plan would. Make sure when you apply for your dental insurance, you get a breakdown of benefits, what it covers on a year-to-year basis, what their maximums are, what coverages is. That would help you prevent from getting those surprise bills just because maybe you didn't know your insurance didn't cover that. Again, it's very tricky, but you just want to make sure you know more going into that facility than anybody else would know about your own dental insurance.
Perfect. Great point. Great point. Okay. Well, moving on to that, let's talk about specific coverages, right? It seems like dental plans might not cover everything. So, what are some common procedures or treatment that might fall under exclusion in some plans?
Yeah. Whenever you apply for a dental plan, there's always exclusions, just like anything else in this world. A couple of exclusions that I would like to mention. One is called a missing tooth clause. Now, a missing tooth clause, what that means is that let's say you have missing teeth before your insurance plan became active. Your insurance plan, if you do have a missing tooth clause, will not cover it. So that means you can't get any sort of replacements for those teeth, unfortunately. That's one of the exclusions. The other ones that I would say is also a waiting period. A waiting period is, let's say your plan starts January, but you can't fully use all of your benefits until January. You have to wait until 6 months down the road from January, 12 months down the road from January. The reason why insurance do this is because they don't want people applying for it, getting what treatment they need, and then canceling the plan or stop paying for their plan all in general. It's kind of to protect the insurances themselves. So just watch out for those two exclusions. Those will say those are the two biggest ones. There are other ones, of course, but those are the ones that would get you in some pinch if you're not aware of them.
Perfect. Okay, that's some good information. Well, now that mentioning about how dental insurances don't want to cover something and cover something else, when choosing a dentist, we often hear about in-network and out-of-network. options. So can you explain the difference, like how it affects the cost of dental care?
Yeah, of course. Now, in simple terms, out of network means more expensive. You always want to go into a dentist that is in network. And the reason why is because you're not going to be paying the dental insurance's fee. When you go into an in network dentist, you're going to be paying whatever your dental insurance allows the dental office to pay. If you go to an out of network office, they're going to charge your insurance what their fees are. And then obviously that means that you're going to be using more of that maximum that you have with your insurance. So always try to stick with the in-network provider. Of course, some emergencies happens and you need to go to an out-of-network provider. But if you want to go for your checkup and cleanings, like you should be going every 6 months, definitely try to stick with the in-network provider.
So it looks like people should be really looking at all the options and basically reading thin prints before
Yes, sir.
getting into any
Correct.
dental insurance and figuring out what's like perfect for them.
Yep.
So on that note, like it sounds like right plan is really important. For someone looking for dental insurance, what factors should they consider when selecting a plan to best suit their needs?
Yeah, if you're looking for dental insurance, that's great. One of the biggest things I would take into consideration is how much dental treatment do you need. If you know that you haven't been going to the dental office and maybe something started to hurt or it's been a couple years, you may need a little bit more treatment. So you're definitely going to want to get a better plan that covers a lot more things. Now, if you're someone that's on top of going into the office every 6 months, you're getting your regular cleanings and you know you don't have much treatment or you don't always need much treatment, that lower option plan is going to be probably the best plan. Those typically cover those exams, those x-rays, those cleanings. So it's definitely a preference of what personal person needs. So I would definitely say just evaluate where you're at in your oral health. And if you know you need some better treatment, then I would say go for a better plan, for a higher plan.
Perfect. Okay, so now that we talked about plans and dental insurance, so there's something like hidden fees. Every insurance,
Yeah.
no matter your credit card, everything has hidden fees. We always get hit by it. So now coming to dental insurance, can there be hidden fees or limitations? Like, are there any common surprises patients might encounter when it comes to like fine print on their plans? Any tips on like navigating those?
Yeah, of course. Now, hidden fees per se, any out-of-pocket cost should always be explained to you, and then it should always be explained in case dental insurance doesn't cover it. So you should be aware of that before the treatment even starts. But one of the biggest things I would say that people tend to forget is deductibles. Insurance plan does have deductibles. Typically, they range from $25 all the way up to $200. So just keep in mind if you need some dental treatment, your insurance may be applying that deductible, and that can extend the out-of-pocket cost as well, even as well as annual maximums. Once you meet that maximum, your out-of-pocket costs will go high. But I would say those two would be the biggest thing to take in factor about any sort of hidden fees per se.
Gotcha. Okay, so well, that basically covers everything when it comes to like dental insurance, including fine print. What about, well, there are people that can't afford insurance, sadly, or there are
course.
situations where their insurance dropped off or something. What about those people? Are there any alternative options for affordable dental care that we can explore for the listeners?
Yeah, of course. That's a really good question. We get that all the time where, maybe this person is unemployed and they can't get dental insurance to their job, or they just can't afford any of that monthly payment of the dental insurance if they have to find one. One of my biggest recommendations is talk to the office that you're going to go see. Typically, those guys offer in-house discount plans. You could it's typically one cost, and then that's for the rest of the year, and you get discounted rates for certain treatments. Now, they're also really understanding as well. Everyone in the dental community is awesome. So I would say just have a chat with them, explain your situation. They may be able to work something out for you as far as payment options. But definitely, I know patience is definitely a priority in the dental field. So just make sure you conversate that, explain your situation. They should be able to help you out with that.
Perfect, perfect. So dentist is your friend. People shouldn't be scared of them.
Yes. We're your friends. We're not enemies.
Perfect, perfect. So as we wrap up, is there any final piece of advice you would like to give our listener concerning like dental insurance or like general, like good oral health care?
Yeah, my biggest advice, make sure you go see the dentist. You may not be having any pain right now, but it's gonna take that one day and it's gonna be midnight and you're gonna be having that dental pain. It's just go see him once or twice a year. It's always highly recommended to go see him. But just make sure you get checked out. No one likes to be in any pain, especially dental pain. It's the worst. So that's my advice to you guys. Just make sure you go get your checkup and cleaning, especially if you do have dental insurance. I know there's a lot of people that have dental insurance and don't even use it. You don't want to throw your money down the drain. Everything's expensive nowadays, so you might as well use those benefits while you have them.
So since you mentioned, might as well quickly get into it. But so everyone that has dental insurance gets basically free checkups and cleanups.
Yeah, most dental insurance do cover mostly exams, x-rays, consultations. So there really shouldn't be a reason why you're getting in. Now, of course, this does differ in different insurance plans, but most of them do cover your checkup and exams. So definitely get in there if you can.
Yeah, definitely don't want to let that money burn.
I agree.
Well, this was an incredibly insightful episode. If you have any topics related to dental care that you would like us to address in the next episode, please feel free to comment below. A big thank you to our guests for sharing their valuable expertise, Isai,
Of
over
course,
here.
yeah. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. We'll see you next episode.